Okay.
Hey.
Now,
Oh, must be live. Okay, start.
yes. Now, I should be live.
Yeah, apparently I also have to be live to start. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're live. Start sharing chat. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I sent the invite, but
One moment. Let me see if I got a
I
notification.
I was offline. Okay. Yes, it did send.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Good.
So how have you and Nathaniel been lately?
Good. We started this visual novel to rotate out with doing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney that's really interesting called Paranormal Site, where in the game you're also able to like spin around your view,
Also kind of
and
like
it's
a
actually
3D novel.
encouraged because like people will appear behind you and stuff. And the
Ghost, I
last time we
assume.
played, yeah, last time we played, so you're like in this tournament of like curse bearers and stuff, and you have to like kill people and you get a wish. And you confront this guy and his ghost will kill you, and we're struggling with it, so I ended up looking up what to do. And you have to turn down your volume settings in the game to survive that ghost.
Oh,
Because if you're hearing what the ghost is saying, then you'll die. But if you turn down that volume, you won't hear them anymore.
yeah, that's a weird mechanic. So you have to mute the game for a while.
Mm-hmm. And then the whole spinning around was also new, because they'll also play it up like one scene you had to like hide behind a tree, so like you had to physically move the screen back and forth, and they'll play into that with the jump scares and stuff. And you have the option to kill any character you want or to let them live, and that affects how the story goes. so, it's a fun game.
Okay.
I don't think it hasn't been that scary because we kind of been killing everyone. For us, our condition to kill people is like if they turn away from you, you can kill them. So,
Well,
so anyone who's just turned their back to us,
well.
what we do.
Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can actually start. I think inspect your
Yeah.
memories.
Okay.
Oh, that was a. That was
Hang
a
on. Back to main stream.
quest.
There we go. Oh. Oh. Hello, Plinko. Hang on.
Hello.
Where am I?
Hello, Plinko. Welcome.
There you go. Hang on. Okay. Now we're good. Most recent. In the beginning,
And hello,
I only ever
Ginkgo.
attended.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, Ginkgo. I only attempted to use it. Ah, this is Jacopo.
I simply needed her to build a name for myself.
Oh.
When she served her purpose, I could simply cast her aside. That's what I thought, or rather, that's what I endeavored to make myself think. But deep down, I felt bad for her. I pitied this woman, who was being made to marry a man she had never even met before. I'm sure what she really wanted was to have a regular marriage with someone she loved. But because her family wanted to cling to their name, she wasn't afforded that opportunity. I wanted to do something for her. It didn't have to be anything grand. I genuinely wanted that.
Loading.
Okay. The day of our wedding was when I first saw her. Also, I think this is her in the marriage dress, I assume.
I think so, yeah.
Her face, partially obscured behind the veil, was gorgeous. And crucially, she was smiling at me. I had expected to find only gloom and despondency in her eyes. But instead, she smiled. The moment I saw that smile, I wanted it to be a permanent part of my life. I truly did want to ensure she always had a smile on her face. Is this my room? I'm alive. Damn it. I feel nauseous. What time is it?
Loading. There you go.
I wonder what did it load. Oh.
Sometimes, it's the delay because I'm on Wi-Fi, not Ethernet.
Ah. The world's a blur.
Oh.
Oh, that must have been what loaded.
Yep.
So hot.
You mustn't get up.
Huh?
The doctor said bacteria entered your body through the wound. Because of that, you have a very high fever.
What are you doing here?
I was told you had been badly wounded, but thankfully it was not fatal.
How did you make it out of?
Pardon?
Oh, I see. Maria opened it.
Oh, that's right. Maria shot Jacopo in revenge.
Was she the one? I thought that it was a bomb.
Oh!
I-
No, you're right. It was a bomb when he was getting into the driver, but Maria was planning something against him.
Yeah.
Would you like medicine to reduce the fever? Should help you feel better.
Yes. No. Stay by my side for a little longer.
1 second. Oh, hang on.
Do you have a bot to ban?
Just gotta change placement of where we are.
Oh.
It's blocking the words. There we go.
Oh, I saw your YouTube studio for a moment. Let me check your stream.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
Is there anything I can do for you?
by the way, I only
Yes.
just noticed. I think this is the first time I've seen your YouTube studio model.
Yeah, so I mainly use the PNGs
Yeah.
because it takes a lot out of my laptop, but I
Mm-hmm.
found that when it's just visual novels, I can use her more.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've had her since December, but haven't really used her.
Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed it too. It looks so cute, especially the snake.
Yeah, and I have hands too.
Oh. Can you Okay, that's quite the funny hands. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so I can do both, but I just have Danger Noodle out.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks so cute.
Thank you.
Maybe in the future you maybe in the future in a few years you'll be able to play games with the VTuber module with the VTuber module too.
I hope so. I'm trying to save for a better PC. But right now it's just simple games work best for it. Wow. I also noticed that the Twitch throwing stuff is also not working too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently Twitch changed its authentication token, and so
Ah.
now it no longer works with the program.
Oh boy. Well,
Yeah.
here's something for the PC fund.
Oh, thank you. But you don't have to. I appreciate it.
I just got a notification that I could do it.
Thank you, Ross.
6 months.
I know, half a year. Holy shit.
I mean, I think I was either the first or the second subscriber on your channel, if I remember correctly. I don't know.
Yeah. Around Halloween will be 1 year.
So
But November is when I became affiliated, so I think that will be the first.
this is April. March is the 2nd, February the 3rd, January the 4th, December, yeah, November. Yeah, that
Yep.
that checks out.
Yee.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do for you? Oop. You can ask me anything.
My hand.
Your hand?
Could you hold my hand? If you don't want to, that's fine.
Like this?
Your hand is quite cold.
It probably feels that way because of your fever.
Ah. So,
Yes?
I've done some regrettable things to you. Please forgive me. You know, I just realized something.
What's up?
Jacopo is suffering from a fever, and I missed my chance last week to play in character.
Suffering from a fever. Oh no. That's method acting.
Oh yeah, I wasn't aware
Committing
that.
to the role. No. Oh no, it's best you don't.
uh, well, that would have been very funny, to be fair. To tell you the truth, from the moment I first saw you, I felt like you were what I had been searching for my whole life. Love, if you'd like. I felt like I had finally found you. But I couldn't act around you the way I honestly felt.
You should get some sleep.
Could you keep holding my hand until I fall asleep? If you don't want to, that's fine.
My hand is in yours.
He probably did. Thank you. He probably doesn't even feel it.
Yeah.
I wonder if his hand is going to be amputated because of the infection.
Oh, maybe. You appear to be quite delirious, Master. Oh no, she wasn't even there. Those are things you should be telling your wife, not me.
It was all a dream. Of course it was. It wouldn't be that easy. And she would never come to my room. She's involved with other men.
Oh my god. I forgot he's on this.
Yeah. Jacopo, may I come in? I have another letter. Oh boy. Rubbing salt in the little wound.
Yep. Like, honestly, they could just talk to each other.
And I really hope that this would have been a beginning, but oh well.
You would think maybe after being blown up, he'd be like, no, I'm just gonna go talk to my wife.
So I think this is the maid narrating.
Yep. The white-haired girl's persistent letters did not improve anything, but simply stoked the flames of misunderstanding. This continued for several months. Though outside the sun shone with the gentle warmth of spring, the cold, bitter winds of winter still relentlessly blew between Jacopo and his wife. Not allowed to leave her shed and never receiving a reply to her letters, the white-haired girl's only source of information was Maria. Week after week, her circumstances remained the same, but something else was beginning to show signs of change. Her mental state.
Oh boy.
Oh.
It's pointless, madame. You're only wasting your time at this point. I saw him throw your letter into the fireplace. He's not going to read anything you write, no matter how much of your soul you pour into it. He cares more about money and work than love. That's the kind of man he is. Just give up and file for divorce already.
No. I will get through to him. Everything will go back to normal. I have faith. And all my letters may go up in flames, but my faith will not be lost with them. As long as I keep writing, eventually I'll get through to him. So I cannot stop. I cannot.
Do you have any idea what he says about you, madame? Jacopo doesn't trust you in the slightest. He goes around calling you a witch. A man-eating devil woman. It's awful. There's no one as pure and as beautiful as you.
He says I'm a witch?
Listen to me, madame. He never for a second actually loved you. He just wanted the influence attached to your name. Wanted to mingle with the upper class. He used you. You know, it may be true at some point, Maria, but still.
Yeah.
At least, I know you have a grudge against Jacopo, but please, at least let the white-haired girl cut her some slack. She doesn't know anything about your personal grudge.
Yeah, in every story she's meant to suffer somehow, and we'll see how she suffers this time.
Yeah.
But last year, when we went out together, he gave me the Finnicus wheel at the photography shop. He had the owner make it especially for me.
He was just trying to win your favor. If he really cared for you, he wouldn't have gotten you a paper toy. He would have gotten you something like a ring or a necklace or some perfume, a nice dress. Something women really like. Has he ever given you anything like that?
He doesn't have any feelings for me?
I'm sorry. I just couldn't stand to see you going through this, but I don't know when to shut my fat trap. I went too far. The last thing I need to be doing is hurting you worse. You know, for everything I've said, your unwavering dedication is really impressive, madame. I know I've suggested you get a divorce, but to be honest, part of me kinda doesn't actually want you to split up. She's enjoying it far too much, this whole torturing her. Despite knowing you staying with him is just causing you pain. You've made it this far. I'd like to see you make it all the way. Maybe he actually will start paying attention. Your sweetness can melt away even his heart of steel.
Yes, you're right. I'll keep waiting. Keep writing. And I will not divorce him.
Yeah, alright.
So please, keep delivering my letters to him. You're my only remaining connection to the outside world. Oh, yes, one more thing. If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me how he's been and what he's been up to lately? I don't have much else to write about. So if I could at least relieve him of some of his work-related stress. I am his wife, after all. I should be able to do that much for him. I am his wife. Her dedication to him was perhaps closer to an obsession, but she did not seem to be conscientious of the fact that her obsession was killing her. She was visibly losing weight and her spirit was breaking down. It is said that emotions fade with time, but the opposite can also be true. The act of waiting, of fervently believing that so many months despite the object of one's affection not returning them, can tear apart a person's heart, crushing their soul, shattering their spirit. No matter how radiant, how thick-skinned they may be, with enough time, it will wear anyone down. No one is immune.
It's pointless, Jacopo. Wait all you want, you won't get her back. If she's going to be writing letters, she could at least write one for you. She looks so pure, pretty as an angel. But God Almighty, is it only how she looks? You've changed a bit. What? Have I? The old you would be yelling and screaming, chomping at the bit to go storming in on the madame. Now you just go quiet. Just a little tired. Sorry.
Please take your time. Take some water.
Yeah. One moment. You could break it off then. What? You've already made a name for yourself in high society. Nobody's gonna suddenly start ignoring you. You've more than put her family name to good use. To put it in your own words, it's no longer necessary. This isn't something I really want to say, but Madame has never liked you. She was married off to a total stranger and forced to leave her home. I'm sure she felt very alone. And so she sought the companionship of other men. Anyone who wasn't you probably seemed quite attractive to her. So, without getting violent or threatening to kill her or anything, just end it already, quietly and without the fuss. It'll be easier for you that way. I cannot. Because you still love her? That's wonderful, Chocopo. After everything, you still love her. That's just blind, slavish devotion at this point. Perhaps it is a foolish, unhealthy obsession, but I still do not wish to sever ties with her. I cannot get the image of her smile out of my head. The look of utter elation on her face as she looked through the phenakistoscope. Those captivating eyes beneath the veil at our wedding. I will never, for as long as I live, forget those sights. Color me surprised. You're a sentimental one. Well, I guess you always have been kind of mushy, haven't you? True to your heart, despite how you may look. There's not a... Oh, sorry. I just loaded in the last line.
Yeah. Backlog. Click. Yes.
Loading, maybe?
There we go. Oh, okay. Well, work with me here, PC.
That's not a bad thing. Although in my book, there's nothing but pain in it for you now. But all you can do is wait until she stops writing. But don't worry, if you need to let off some steam, I'm all ears. I'll be here for you until she breaks it off with the other men. No, that will not be necessary. What? I know very well that things cannot continue on as they are forever. I knew it from the very beginning and still couldn't do anything. This time, I'm planning on facing her myself. You serious, Jacopo? Yes. I've relied on you for too long. I was afraid of what I might do to her. I didn't want anyone to find out that my wife was being unfaithful. And I thought the best way to ensure that was by locking her up away from anyone else. But the situation is not going to improve unless I do something. If I allow things to continue as they are, sooner or later, word of her infidelity will leak. So before that happens, I must face her myself. I must do something. It's probably best if you didn't. I'll tell her anything you want, make sure things start improving. I appreciate everything you've done. And I apologize for getting you involved in our troubles. But I'm going to end it now. No, I must put an end to it. This is a problem between me and her. You might get violent again if you go see her face to face. Yes, I might. I might do something that would look rather bad on me. But it's reached a point where, until the two of us face up to each other, it's never going to go away. It took me far too long. I wasted too much time trying to find my resolve. I see. You'll need a way to break the ice then. Break the ice? Alright. If you've got some convenient excuse to talk to her, it'll reduce some tension and make it easier to bring up what you need to bring it up, right? Here's an idea. That transcontinental railroad you've been funding. That's supposed to be opening up pretty soon, isn't it? Yes, it is. There will be a message by telegraph when it happens, right? You can ask her to be there to hear it. And then you can invite her to ride the first train. You've put your heart and soul into this project, and it's finally being realized. It's going to be an amazing day for you, and a day like that's ripe for more good things to happen. It's going to be the accomplishment of a lifetime. Don't look so down in the dumps. You're sending trains across this massive continent, carrying on them people of this country's dreams. Who says you can't stick a dream of your own on it too? Right. Yes, you have a point. A railroad that spans from coast to coast. Hey Ashley, welcome, welcome. She's a sickly girl. Sorry. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you a shout out. So, I think we're pretty close to changing chapters again, right? Nadia.
Yep.
Maybe next week we can include Ashley as a third character.
Yeah, we can see how it goes.
So yeah, I think we're kind of at the climax of this chapter in the story. And how many chapters do you think we still have of this visual novel?
I think it said that there was 12.
No, we have quite a lot.
Because it goes into about the maid and about the master. And then the witch of the house. So, I'm not quite sure where we're at, actually.
Yeah. If it's 12, then I think we're still at the middle or even beginning of the visual novel. So yeah.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I can't remember the exact. I remember looking it up, trying to find out what the trigger warnings were, but I know there's still quite a bit. And then there's the Requiem of Innocence. So.
Okay. Well, if you're up for it, Ashley, we'll try and see if next week we can integrate you into a few characters if you want. Okay. She's a sickly girl, which makes long trips difficult. But this new rail system should make them much less draining. It would allow me to show her the world. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm getting excited myself. It'll go great, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Oh God, my fucking sides. Seriously, they're a goddamn riot. the both of them. They keep on trusting me and keep on getting hurt. They don't have to be going through any of this. Ah, my God, Maria, you're terrible. And these people call me the Holy Mother. I bet the real Mary's rolling in her fucking grave. A real Mary? I don't think that she's referencing the Mary from Jacopo's memories.
No, she means the Holy Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
Because the Mary from his memories is her.
Yeah. It's just the way how the real was accentuated was kind of, made me double, maybe second guess myself a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, we can click the next.
There you go.
Now, I must say I wasn't expecting you to make a move, Jacopo. A shame that. The squirming loser, paralyzed by insecurity, is a better role for you. If they do end up figuring it out, tough shit. Doesn't hurt anything, just takes away a bit of my fun. I don't understand why he's so infatuated with this railroad. I mean, I do sort of get romanticizing steel, but my kind of steel's a little smaller scale. Anyway, I suppose it's about time to get things moving. No matter how this plays out, you'll not have a happy ending, Jacopo. You're going to get a real taste of just how much I despise you.
Maria! Oh, there you are.
What is it? I'm on break right now.
You were assigned to clean the cellar today, weren't you? Well, Headmaid's saying it hasn't been done yet.
What? I did. I cleaned it. Just a casual once-over, but hey.
Well, do it again and do it right this time.
Thank you for the hydrate and do
it.
Sorry.
It's okay. Take your hydrate.
And maybe for the posture check, Ellie. Okay.
It's almost Ellie's birthday month.
Yes. It's almost
Because if you don't, it's gonna fall on me.
That's supposed to make me give a damn.
I mean it. You take care of it. You get enough special treatment as it is.
Yeah, right. I heard you the first time. I'll care of it. It's totally not Ellie's birthday month soon. Where is all the future?
There's all future Ellie's problem.
Yeah,
oh no.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And don't you forget it. You've been planning a lot of collabs, Ellie.
Yeah. She's made a whole calendar with all the collabs in the future.
I'm just waiting to see if I can get any days off in May.
Oh, for God's
Oh,
sake!
for God's sake! Why should I have to be the one to tell her? Sorry.
Sorry. I thought it was me, but yeah, it was you actually. Ellie is a cute Pokemon. Is she gone?
Also, Maria, you need to be plotting and scheming on company time, not on break.
Yeah.
You cry during company time, so you get paid to cry. You cry during, you plot on company time, so you get paid to plot.
Ah, what a pain. Who cares if the dance cellar is clean? Not like anyone's bringing guests down there. Yeesh. I guess I should take care of it. Better than a tongue lashing by the head maid. God, why did I have to be a maid anyway? Let me give a shout out to Ellie. While we're here.
Oh God, did you fix your thing?
Did I fix what?
Your shadow bot?
Oh no, I sent Nadia the amazing calendar. Okay. Right now the bot is kind of in timeout. It's basically just the old shoutout that Twitch has. Nope, it's not.
Gotcha. I'm just waiting to see if my boss will approve some days off before I get back to you, Ellie. But you have a lot of fun stuff planned.
Yes, I've seen her calendar. Yeah, I bet even Ashley is very much excited about the calendar. Right, Ashley? It's so dark and humid down here. Makes me feel gross. Then try Sunday, next Sunday, Ashley, to come over here with us and take a roll, okay? I already have, 20 people or so in our Mega Collab server that actually helped create. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Next Sunday, so 27, that would mean the 4th of May. Around 5 p.m. our time, Ashley. She's also from Romania.
Thank you, Luna.
Oh. Is Luna here?
Yep, they followed.
Oh, Sunday.
About 5 p.m. your time, Ashley.
5 p.m. Romania time. Yep. Hello, Lunam. Oh, I didn't realize that Luna didn't follow you, Nadia. And hello, Siran.
Siran, hello.
5 p.m. I might not be able to make it at that time.
Hello, Luna. It has been a while.
Yeah.
Have you and... Well, I've seen Nami, which I'm glad she got her work schedule back. How have you guys been, Siran? Good, I'm glad.
How about 8 p.m. then, Ashley? I think we can accommodate 8 p.m., right? It's just 3 hours in
I think so. I think that puts me at 1. It is the day before my mom's birthday, so I just
Oh.
have to make sure.
Ah, okay.
But we might just do something on her actual birthday. But I think that's good.
I'm watching my favorite journalist, May Satan, have let his soul not tortured. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ooh. You guys are going to Japan? That's exciting.
Yeah, I've been there. I think in the summer before COVID, 2019, if I remember correctly. That's when COVID started, right? Just in autumn.
Yeah, around 2019.
Yeah. So I've been to Tokyo, I've been to Hokkaido, and I've been to Osaka and Kyoto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You've been to quite a few places.
Yeah, mostly in Hokkaido, truth be told. I've had to. I've been with a group on Hokkaido and on my own in Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto.
Oh. I think Saren says they plan on going in the fall, which I think is the best time because I think it's less people than in the spring and summer. And it's not as super hot.
Yeah, I've been there in August, and let me tell you, it was 50 degrees in Kyoto. It wasn't fun. I don't know how they manage. The temperatures were very, very unbearable.
Well, they get used to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to visit there. I wanted to visit the castle in Kyoto, and it was. Oh boy, let me tell you, it's very hard to move through a dusty castle during summer heat.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, fortunately, but it was good enough. A little bit too telegraphed, like you would be forced to actually walk in a very heavily restricted fashion for the castle, which I guess makes sense since you couldn't you had to move every 5 minutes. You wouldn't be able to stay too much in one place and move around. So yeah.
Oh, so they could get like people through quickly.
Yes. Other than that, the trains are very much on time. You don't, if you don't have to go into the countryside, then you can rely very much on trains. That's for sure, and metro stations too. So, well, in that case, it's basically like an underground train either way. So yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure you have you just need to make sure you know which train or metro to get on. So have a good internet connection and use Google Maps there, okay? Someone there?
Oh.
No worries. Hello? Hello, is anyone in there? It came from further in. Wow, it's seriously dusty back here. Who was supposed to clean this last week? I usually just raise times for streams. Well, clean the whole thing next time. Damn it. Just makes my job harder. Oh, what happened?
Oh, I think she tripped.
Oh, I thought it was you.
Oh no, it was from the game.
Okay. Is that music from the game? Yes, yes it is. Is it loud enough, or is it too quiet, Ashley? It's
You can also
basically,
turn it down.
yeah. It's let's hear it. I think it's Maria's team. Loud enough. Okay.
I think so too.
Disgusting. Ah, damn cobwebs. Oh god. Oh dear god. I do not want to clean this.
Yes, blindfold of justice. Oh,
Oh,
she fell again, or something fell.
yeah. Ow. Oh, for God's sake. Stack this stuff properly. Now I've got to fix the whole mess. Okay, now.
Oh no, did I set it off?
So the funny thing is that I made it so that it's a different link. It just doesn't work at all.
Okay.
Imagine your teacher asking you what book you read and showing the visual novel on the projector.
Thank you, Luna. Take some water.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, that would have been very awkward.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, you are reading a lot.
Oh yeah.
It just has pictures.
Yeah. For the love of... Huh? Thank you, Luna. What's this? Something carved into the floor? Never noticed this before. Someone get bored one day. Mario death. Yeah. What do we have here? When Ross is in the sun. It's mostly illegible. Yeah, or when I get when I get cold. Oh boy. To be fair, I did go out into the sun a lot
Did
during
ya?
this vacation. Yeah. I mean, if you go in my server in the pictures, you will see a lot of monasteries me and my girlfriend went to. So yeah, it's Bukovina is the region of the country where most of the Romanian monasteries are, and boy, there are a lot of them to visit. We only went to the big ones, kind of like going to the US and only going to the Statue of Liberty, to Disneyland, and to LA, but kind of yeah, just in one small area. We show a visual novel, it's awkward, but then again we made audiobooks for what Jon Branch wrote for us in schools, like Going for the Cherries. Jon Branch. Jon Kranga. Oh damn. Oh my god. So we have a Romanian writer called Jon Kranga, and Kranga means tree branch. And I just realized that Ashley translated his his name. Oh boy. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, at least it was funny. It's not written in English, but my native language.
Italiano.
Yeah, But it's not modern. It's really archaic. Maybe she's referencing Latin? Why on earth would
Maybe.
an old form of my country's language be carved into the floor of a mansion built here in the New World? Now I think about it, the full English name translated would be John Branch. Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Oh, I wonder if this is from the Bestia time.
I mean, the Bestia time.
That one was in Spain.
Yeah, and the previous one was in Germany during the Protestant Revolution. So
Yeah, huh.
I mean, this mansion traveled a lot. That's for sure. maybe it's from the time it was. Maybe we'll go back in time during the Romans. Who knows? Huh. Most of it is illegible, but I can make out one section. Our lives. Visual novel, Traveling Mansion, Castlevania, Traveling Castle. Our life shall be forfeit to the witch's curse. Nevertheless. So basically, we have different chapters throughout different points in history. There are some things that never change, despite the setting being different. The mansion, the head maid, yes, and basically the girl in the
white-haired
hair.
girl.
Yeah, the girl with the white hair. She always reincarnates and makes her way to this mansion one way or another. I need to go for now. Thanks for having me. No worries, and we can talk about Sunday, okay? We can figure out the time where everyone can be prepared. Okay. Bye-bye, Ashley. We must lay bare those with sin upon their souls for the redemption of those whom are pure. Should you mean not to dispel your curse, we implore of you, O witch, to mark with it only their bloodlines. Hello, Nathaniel. Thanks for the lurk.
Hello, Daniel.
The blood of the sinners flows through those who dwelt within this house. But not I. What in the... A witch? That's crazy. That's crazy. But why does the handwriting look like mine?
It looks like Maria's.
Interesting. It's just coincidentally similar. And no one's handwriting is perfectly unique after all. Why am I so sweaty? It's not that hot down here. Nope, forget it. Didn't see a thing. Not a chance. It's real. Just a tasteless prank. This is silly. There's something in this box? Is that a painting? Has that always been there? Huh? White hair, fair skin. Is this a madame? But then, why is the face all torn up? And her clothes look really old-fashioned. The painting seems worn and faded too. Something about it feels off.
Is this from maybe the first chapter with the flaxen-haired siblings?
I mean, at that point she was just a nobody.
Yeah, but remember she was originally a sibling of the brother, and then they painted over it with the younger sister.
Oh yeah. You do have a point. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's that painting.
Maybe. Let's continue. Let's see. Maybe maybe it pops up on the screen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's very creepy, unsettling. The writing on the floor and this painting. What is with this house? It's just a painting. Nothing to get weirded out over. I bet I know what happened. Jacopo probably slashed it up in a fit of jealousy. He is a simple man. Seeing this probably wouldn't put him in the best mood. So she's going to bring it up.
I think so. Oh, she's gonna show it to the girl?
Oh, hello Lutra. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, that's actually you.
What was that? Is someone there? The door is open? Nobody's there. What's this? A painting? Who could have left it here? Huh? Is that me? Why, but my face, it's been cut. No. Why would someone have this painted? Just to do this? Who would do such a thing?
You're like a witch, my dear. Like a demon. Your very presence brings misfortune upon others. You're cursed.
I'm not. I'm not. Was it you, Jacopo? Did you have this painted so you could destroy it? Do you really despise me to that extent? Why do you... What did I ever do to make me hate you so... For you to... Oh my god, hate me so. Why? All I'm doing is waiting for you.
You worthless tramp. Are those years only for show? This house has no need of a garden. I I always thought you had at least some sense of taste. Silence, it's all your fault, every last thing. Then say goodbye to your freedom. I'll kill you.
Does the mere act of waiting impose on you? Does my mere presence pervert you? Would it be better if I was gone? Would it be better if I left this mansion? If I left you? I don't think I can wait much longer. There's no one in sight. I can't take it any... There is no end. No. I'll set a deadline for when I give up waiting. When the project you pour your heart and soul into is complete, when the railroad opens, I'll be finished waiting. And then it's over. Staticky, Ross. You're kind of staticky.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
In what way?
It's like, not your voice, but there's something being picked up that's like a vibration, or it's like, you know how TV static makes that kind of like a vivid noise?
Is it any better now?
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. As I moved my phone
That's weird.
I moved my phone around, so maybe I thought that it would have picked that up, but I even brought it a bit closer.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Was your phone vibrating?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I just saw it. That's weird.
That is weird. Well, whatever it is, it's stopped though.
Yeah.
Unless it's causing interference.
I don't know. The Pacific Railroad's last spike ceremony was drawing nearer by the day. That day was coincidentally the deadline the two of them had set for themselves. Jacopo to confront his wife and the white-haired girl to wait for him.
Okay, it's loading. Maybe it loads like the next backs of like chapters
Who knows?
at once, and that's why it takes a bit.
Who knows?
Or it could be because I was hitting shift and not enter. My bad.
And as that day approached, she continued to write letters. She wrote the letters purely by force of habit, despite having been visibly thin. I expect that she could not stop. Like that act of writing was all that kept her from going mad. By focusing her attention on another person through her letters, she was able to maintain her grip on herself. But that day would put an end to her suffering and despair. When the railroad was completed, all their misunderstandings would be cleared up. They would return to the smiling, happy couple they had been when they first married. The harsh winter would finally come to a close, melting away into the past and allowing them to step into the future. With constant prayer in my heart, I impatiently awaited the railroad's opening ceremony. Oh, I think that was you? Who knows?
Oh, was the maid?
Either that or I don't know.
Well, because it talked about how the girl did it, and she would have used dye.
Yeah. I do not, after all, wish for anyone to fall into any kind of misfortune.
Oh, yeah, it's the maid.
And that goes for you. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. You might as well finish it off.
And that goes for you as well, Master. No, Master.
Master. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You just do it. It's
Yeah,
okay. You just do it.
the door is soon to be shut upon this era. Are you prepared to see what happens next? I see. Very well. Then allow us to make our way to that final day. See with your own eyes, Master, how this tale concludes. And please, do not let go of my hand.
The night before the opening
Yeah, you can go this.
Okay. The night before the opening ceremony, the master of the house headed for his wife's shed. There was a tension on his face, but a surety in his step. He had found the resolve to speak with her. Having locked her away for so long in a shed like a common prisoner, Jackpo was hardly optimistic about what she might say to him. He had undeniably mistreated her, said heartless and cruel things to her, and even gotten physically violent with her. His actions were inexcusable, even if they were in response to her infidelity. Of course, the very infidelity which had driven him to such behavior had not, in fact, taken place, but he was unaware of that. There was a chance that they would never reconcile their misunderstandings and that this predicament would not have a positive resolution. But he still clung to a tiny fragment of hope. He wanted to start over with the white-haired girl, to make a future with her. With that desire burning strong in his heart, he stood before the door to her shed and called out for her.
Are you awake? It's me, Jacopo. May I come in? I won't hurt you. I will not raise my hand against you again. I swear to you, I will do you no harm. I just wish to speak. I would like to have a calm, rational conversation. And as such, I will not enter your room until you have given me your permission. So may I please come in? You won't even give me a response. Alright. Considering how you must feel about me, I shouldn't be surprised.
I mean, to be fair, it is nighttime. She could be sleeping.
Fine then, you don't have to let me in. But please, at least hear me out. Do you remember the day shortly after we first met, when we went on our honeymoon? If you can even call the little walk we took a honeymoon. Let me ban a bot. I was unable to do anything nice for you then either. I had no experience, no idea how to interact with an upper class woman like you. I didn't know what I should do for you. I didn't know what I should do for you, and yes, I know that makes me sound juvenile. I have a tendency to say things I don't mean the more perturbed I get. I'm sure I said things to hurt you numerous times that day. However, at the photography shop, when you saw the phenakistoscope, you smiled at me. I was genuinely pleased in that moment. I feel like I had gotten closer to you. I very much doubt that was actually an appropriate present for a noble woman like yourself. Jewels or flowers or something like that, something beautiful would have certainly suited you better. And I know that, but I assumed that you would have been given gifts like that countless times in the past. You are, after all, a beautiful woman. I did not want to have to compete on the same field as those other men. I wanted to be special. No, I wanted to be unique to you. No one had ever shown you anything of the sort before, had they? Frankly, I wasn't sure if a woman of your status would take any interest in a phenakistoscope at all. I imagine you've thrown it out by now, but I choose to believe you sincerely liked it on that day. That, if just for a moment, I caught your eye. Even if you started seeing other men afterwards, that moment was real, wasn't it? Our marriage was at its core nothing but an arrangement between our parents, an exchange of money and influence. But that day, I loved you. I yearned to see you smile, as if I had loved you my entire life. The Pacific Railroad has finally been completed. That's the project I've been funding. Everyone thought it was crazy, but the railroad now stretches across the breadth of this country. A joining ceremony will be held tomorrow. It's going to be a grand event. Locally, they're planning on doing a gun salute. And the sound of that last spike being driven into the ground will be transmitted across the country via telegraph. I have procured a telegraph so you can listen to it here in the mansion. In your condition, you would probably have trouble handling the crowds at the telegraph station. But here you could celebrate in the comfort of your own home. I suppose what I'm saying is, I want to celebrate this with you. I've made arrangements to make that possible for you because I wish to have you there with me. Would you be willing tomorrow to celebrate the completion of the Pacific Railroad with me? Would you be there at my side? Huh? Please, say something. I want to start over. I know very well what I have done to you. You may be at fault yourself, but what I did is unacceptable. But what I did was a consequence of my overpowering love for you. I swear it. Why? Why will you not answer me? Say something, anything. Please, please. You can hear me in there, can't you? If you don't want to, you can just say no. If you do reject me, I'll set you free. I won't hurt you, I promise. Seems like... Huh? The door is not locked? Who opened it? Hello?
Humid spring breeze brushed against his cheek. The drawn lace curtains appeared to glow in the gentle moonlight. The white-haired girl was not in her room.
Where have you gone?
Stupefied, he glanced about his wife's chambers. To my eyes, the neatly organized room appeared no different than any other day. But to his eyes, it was pale and hollow. For the one who was supposed to be there, who was supposed to be waiting for him, was not present. He could not hear her voice from anywhere in the shed. In its place echoed a dry rustling. A sad, pitiful, empty whisper of a noise. It came from the lone object left abandoned atop her desk.
The Fata Morgana.
Wonder what Maria has done in the background. It was the one present Jacopo had ever given the white-haired girl, a toy made of paper. When spun and viewed in a mirror, it created the illusion of a man and woman dancing.
You still had this? That's ridiculous. I assumed you had thrown it out.
The white-haired girl had evidently made considerable use of the phenakistoscope. The paper was visibly worn and tattered, warped in places, and had even begun to yellow. It spun slowly in the wind, rustling and rustling and rustling, spinning in an endless reminder of that day the year before, though there was no longer anyone around to look at it.
Why, but You were with other men. Why would you keep something I gave you? It's so worn. Why? A letter.
Beneath the ever-rotating phenakistoscope lay a single sheet of paper. As if drawn to it, he scanned the contents of the parchment. It was a letter addressed to Caro mio Jacopo.
My heart, Jacopo.
Huh?
Yeah.
The salutation, written in his native language, translated as follows. Did Maria write it?
My beloved.
Or
No, I think this is her. I don't think Maria wrote this.
My beloved Jacopo. Because when did she pick up his native language?
Because they were both from the same country.
Oh. Did the fruits of your dream turn out as you hoped? I'm sure it was wonderful and impressively fast. A train that can travel across a continent as large as this is like something out of a story. I wish I could have been there to see it. I'm sure it would have been quite pleasant, like the day you gave me the Fennicus wheel. Am I being presumptuous? I'm sorry. I thought I'd keep waiting for you forever. No matter how much you hated or ignored me, but I made up my mind, so I'm sorry. I decided I would wait for you until the railroad was completed. I foolishly thought you might invite me to the opening ceremony. But it seems I'm not good enough for you. I'm going to take my leave of your house, so you needn't concern yourself with me any longer. However, I do have one request. Please do not forget about all the letters I wrote. Think back on them from time to time. Do not burn them all, for they contain my thoughts, my feelings, my words, a record of my love for you. Remember when you can that I was always watching you. I'm sorry I'm having trouble writing. My ears are ringing. There's voices whispering to me, calling me a witch. Maybe it's your voice. My vision is blurred. I'm not even sure what is going through my mind. I'm sorry this was all I was able to write for you. I'm truly sorry. I will leave this Fennecis wheel behind. It was my dearest treasure. Farewell. I love you. 5/8/1869.
Yeah.
Oh, wish we had played it next month. What?
What? What the hell is this?
He was visibly rattled, and unsurprisingly so. The mention of the Transcontinental Road's opening, the letter she had written her dearest treasure, her profession of love for him, and above all, the mangled text that appears to have been written by someone not entirely in their right mind. Everything about it served to amplify his befuddlement.
You waited for me? How can that be? The joining ceremony is tomorrow. It hasn't happened yet. Why? Why did you have to leave then? I'm here, I came for you just as I planned. The ceremony is on the 10th.
A second later, Jacopo gasped. The date written on the letter was the day prior, May 8th. Originally, the ceremony was planned to be held on May 8th, 1869. However, due to bad weather and a labor dispute, it had been postponed for 2 days.
This can't be. I made sure you were informed. I had Maria. The madame
I guess it's her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead.
The madame is having an affair. Maria, no, you couldn't.
Scattered fragments of memory began coming together in his mind. Maria was the only one who had informed him of his wife's supposed unfaithfulness. And though the letters had not been addressed to him, thinking back on it, they had all been about him. In one letter she had mentioned treasuring a gift. Jacopo had assumed it meant a gift from another man, but in fact she had been referring to the phenakiscope sitting on top of her desk, still spinning in the wind. At long last, he finally made that connection. And at the same time, he realized that the only person who could have altered the letters was someone they both trusted, Maria.
Never. She never even once betrayed me. She was not unfaithful at all. She waited unwaveringly for me. And I refused to believe her. I caused her pain again and again.
But his realizations came far too late. The white-haired girl's spirit had broken. She was no longer at the mansion. He had caught on to Maria's machinations sooner. Things would not have turned out the way they had. But he was much too late.
Maria, why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Clenching the letter from his wife, Jacopo stormed out of the shed in search of Maria. Get into the climax.
Mm-hmm.
But she was not in the room assigned to her.
Where are you? Where have you gone? Maria!
Several maids were roused from their slumber by the racket, but no one had the courage to speak up as the master of the house frankly charged through the halls. Eventually, he arrived at his own chamber. He was certain he had closed the door before leaving, but now a sliver of light shone through the gap between it and the frame. From within the room, he thought he could sense someone's presence. When he opened the door, there he saw, comfortably perched upon his own chair, a woman.
I've been waiting, Jacopo. Oh boy, oh boy.
She reveals her true self.
Mm-hmm. Nice room you got here. Though I guess that's only natural, you being the man of the house and all. All these fancy furnishings. You do know this stuff's too good for you, right? And then me, I get that barren little maid's room. Drives me up the wall. So hey, Jacopo. Clear the air with your little lady yet? Maria?
You're gonna have to fight with yourself. This is gonna be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, that's good. I love that look on your face. I'm guessing you didn't make things better then. You know good and well that she's not even here anymore. Well, yeah,
Bless
but
you.
I still want to hear you say it, you know? Thanks for the blessing. I want to hear from your own mouth that you couldn't keep a leash on your woman, so you locked her up, drove her mad, broke her down, and then she ran away from you. Go on, say something. Climb back on your high horse and start shouting like you always do. Why, Maria? Why would you do this? Why? Why do you think? Because I fucking despise you. I've been trying to figure out how I wanted to end things, but then they just fell apart on their own. The fates are smiling down upon me, I guess. Nonsense. She was waiting for me until the day of the joining ceremony. I was going to see her on that day. You knew the ceremony had been postponed. And that's what you get for putting it all in my hands. For thinking I'm the only one on your side. What, did you think I'd just tell her like a good little maid? Not a chance in hell. I mean, talk about some fantastic news. You both picked the same day, but you've got the dates different. Absolutely perfect. Maria, is that how you've always felt? How long? How long have you held this grudge against me? How long? How long? How goddamn dense can you be? Must be nice living in your little fantasy world, Jacopo. And this is the real capo familia. This is the next capo familia. Oh my god, my sides. So you've just always hated me? At the very least, I fucking loathed you since the minute we had our reunion. At first, I did try to convince myself that you had your reasons. Didn't make it feel any less unfair though. You had all your money, and all your power and everything else you stole from me. And then you go and get hitched to this pretty little lady. Oh, don't try to act like you're the victim here. This is all on you. And do you have any idea how I felt? Fallen from grace, made your goddamn maid, having to suck up to you. Do you have any idea how infuriating that was? Or do you think I didn't know anything? Do you think I didn't suspect anything? If you did, then you've got your head way up in the clouds. So you're motivated by your grudge against my family, the Berzatis. Precisely, that's exactly it. Your father wanted so badly to be the capo familia, wanted so badly to be in power, that he murdered my dad and grandpa. They say it was a carriage accident. But the ground was all torn to hell where it happened. You wanna tell me that kind of carriage accident causes it to explode? As soon as my dad and grandpa died, your dad took over as capo familia. The balance of power in the faction began to change. My family and anyone with ties to the Campanellas was either exterminated or exiled. The Berzatis took control of the city. My grandpa's Koska became your Koska. No one in their right mind would be naive enough to think the Berzatis didn't have a hand in that. The great Campanella family, bitten by their pet dog. Except the dog had rabies. And as a result, in time, that lush historic land will wither away and die. My dad and grandpa, buried in that dried up earth, are screaming in their graves even now. You can't prove me wrong, can you, Jacopo? And now, first in line to be the next capo familia is you, his son. And naturally, feels pretty good, don't it? Slaughtering my family, leaving us to wallow in the mud. While you live here like a fucking king. Because of what your family did, I don't have a home to go back to anymore. No house, no prestige, I have nothing left. And that's goddamn outrageous. The Campanellas are supposed to run that city. But instead, you filthy Biersati curs are crawling over it like some kind of infestation. I am a legitimate Campanella. But I'm stuck being your goddamn maid. If I hadn't been born a woman, I could have become the Capofamiglia after my dad and grandpa died. But because I'm a woman, I couldn't retaliate, I just had to sit.
It's kind of doing it on its own.
Yeah, can you...
You want me to go to backlog?
Yeah, a bit. I couldn't retaliate, I just had to sit on my hands and watch the tragedy unfold. It was absolutely miserable. So I had to make you suffer as well. I had to make you I had to make you twice as miserable as I was. You had no reason to hate anyone but me. Why did you make her a part of this? Did you have some grudge against her too? Not particularly, I actually rather liked the madame. Sweet, pretty, kind-hearted, timid, and fragile. Trusted every word I said. A splendid little toy. You thought of her as your toy. Now, can you really call me out for that? You can't. You have no right. You never cared one bit about anyone else. They're all footstools to you. It's a little too late to find yourself a sense of morality. This whole thing, it could have been avoided if you two just had a single conversation. But instead, the both of you came crawling to me saying you're my only ally, Maria. How dense can you be? Of course, I thought you were my ally. I trusted you, as I'm sure she did too. Then you should get your eyes examined because you can't see a damn thing. Maria. My god, it was beautiful. The way you two blindly trusted me, creating your own misunderstandings and causing your own pain. How you could never seem to get on the same page. Watching it all fall apart. Maria? Is that everything? The extent of your grudge and all you did? Yep. That's everything. All that's left is for me to kill you. Oh my, she's absolutely mad.
He's lost it. Oh yeah.
Hold still now. I wouldn't want to miss. Maria, you! Does our past mean nothing to you? Was that oath just an empty promise? How could it, when you remember so clearly? Fine, I'll explain it for our little romantic boy. Bad grown-ups will even take advantage of good memories. Huh? It's time I finally returned this to you, Jacopo. That cartridge you gave me, packed with your disgusting sentimentality. Killing you ain't the end, though. All you Bersati curs. I'll send every last one of you straight to hell. My revenge has just begun. Even if you had been a man, you wouldn't have been a suitable capo familia. You should have aimed between my eyes, Maria. Jacopo? Did they kill each other, I wonder?
Nope. Jacopo had a gun.
Huh? Oh yeah. She got shot right. She got shot right between the eyes. What? Why? In a panic, I pulled the trigger, and from the barrel, a bullet went flying. Quite literally, right between her eyes. Would anyone ever believe me if I said this wasn't how I wanted things to turn out? If I said, yeah, okay.
There it goes.
The rain just keeps on coming. Wonder if we'll be able to go home today. Hey, Jacopino. Say something, you little wuss. Be quiet. You're gonna give me a headache. The lightning's way louder than me. Eek! You jumped. Jacopino, you're such a baby. You jumped too, and stop calling me that. Don't be scared. Don't cry. I am not crying, your eyes are damp too. I'm not crying, not at all, not one bit. Liar. There's no end to this rain, is there? I'm fine if it doesn't stop. There's nothing at home for me. There's nothing at home for me. You don't want to go home? Your parents don't get along, huh? That's got nothing to do with it. Liar. You've got it good. Everyone loves your grandpa. Whenever anyone needs something, they come to him. Now there's a great man. Huh? How'd my grandpa become part of this? Oh, no reason. Not everyone likes him. He gets just as much hate as love. Grandpa's not really a model citizen. He's mostly just shrewd. Are you jealous? I'm not. My old man is, though. Huh, is he now? Well, your dad's got his good points too, I think. Like, I don't know. He seems like the kind of man who can accomplish big things. Though he seems a lot stricter than my grandpa. Oh, come on, I don't get you. What are you climbing up for? No reason. If you don't want to go home, then how about we go somewhere far away from here? Huh? Once it stops raining, let's get out of here. Head up to the capital. Let's find some work. We could make it work, the two of us. Oh, and we'll bring Nero, of course. If we could, that would be nice. Break free of the city and its outdated traditions. Head somewhere bigger, more forward thinking. If only it were possible. It's alright, Maria. I know you were just joking. We wouldn't be able to find work anyway. If the two of us ran off, we'd be starving in a month. You'd have to be blind. Oh. Can you go back? You'd have to be blind not to see that. Alright. Let's go home once the rain lets up. Yeah, once it does. But until then, I know. Let's sing. Sing even louder than the lightning.
Rain is a comfy sound, Plinka.
Yes, it is. What can you do, unfortunately? Yay. I'm not crying. Ah, come on, let's sing. La 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 lero la 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 lero la 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 lero la 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 lero la la. I don't know how to sing this. I don't know.
Don't worry.
Maybe that's Maria.
Maybe?
Maybe this background music. La la lero lero la la lero lero. Maybe.
Maybe.
I may not put it into words, but I trust you understand.
Plinko says he just got the video of the JoJo guy making the cherry sound.
Oh my god.
Little.
Well, I mean, isn't JoJo kind of Italian in a way? if I remember.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That I consider you a dear friend. Oh my god. Listen to me, Jacopo. My actions were justified. I did what I did for the betterment of the city, this land. The Campanellars are too conservative. Under their control, this country will atrophy. Progress will continue to lose steam. If we don't push forward, we will fall further and further behind. Before long, you will be made the next Capofamiglia. But until that day, you will cross over to the New World and establish the Cosca there. Unify us, bolster us, make us strong. I'll handle things back here. I won't let the Campanellas try and strike back. What? What? You want Maria too? It's dangerous to keep a Campanella so close by. Oh, if only you knew, my father, if only you knew. She has to be taken care of. If you insist. But do not let your guard down. Betrayal is a constant companion in this world. I'm giving you my revolver. Keep it on you at all times. Glory everlasting upon our blood. And upon this earth. So that's how he got the revolver. The best I can give you is a job as my maid. If I show you any more obviously preferential treatment, the Bersatis are liable to step in. Money, power, respect, and enough authority to not take orders from anyone. I thought that if I could obtain all that, I would be able to give you your freedom. And her as well. I wanted to give you both comfortable lives. But none of that got through to either of you.
I mean, for the white-haired girl, all he did was...
Well, at the very beginning, before he got his doubts, he tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ay. Everything is slipping through my fingers.
Oh, he has blood on him now.
Yeah, well, he was shot by Maria.
Oh, yeah. But, like,
yeah.
It's nice that they included, like, that, detail.
Her love, my friendship with Maria, both of their smiles.
Master! Sound! Hey? There's so much blood! Maria! What happened this time?
You keep getting stuck witnessing the worst things.
Oh, I wonder if it's the headmaid. What?
No.
What?
Call a doctor. No, I don't think it's the headmaid. I think it's just another...
A maid.
Yeah. Someone with tight lips. Do not call the police. And don't make a scene. Got it? If so, then go on.
Yes, sir.
Right. Not everything has slipped from my grasp. My money and influence are all that's left.
Is what you wanted, though, is it not? You sought money and power, no?
Aren't you going to go?
I will, but first I'd like to ask you something. What do you tend to do from here?
What am I going to do?
Exactly. Oh, sorry.
No, exactly the same as before. There is but one thing for me to do.
I see. Will you eventually find solace in your riches? The way I see it, money and power can be your ally, but they can become your enemy in a blink of an eye.
Huh.
If you do not put them into words, your feelings will never make it through to anyone. For unlike money, humans are not measurable by their appearance.
I think
He
that's...
failed to communicate to anyone what he held within his breast. He was chained down by his place in society, his pride, his relationships, and his own heart. At some point, he found himself in a position where he was no longer able to speak his mind. After enough time, he likely forgot how to be genuine at all. Or perhaps someone like him simply would not, even if they knew how. In any event, there are many things in this world that cannot be communicated without putting it into words. How sad that his tale would end without him expressing how he truly felt. How hard it must have been to never clear up his misunderstandings. After Jacopo's confrontation with Maria, the Pacific Railroad was completed as scheduled. Celebratory cheers shook the new world as the last spike was driven into the rails. Jacopo, however, could not even manage a smile listening to the telegraph. And I'm sure you can take a guess to why. The people with whom he wished to share the moment were not there. Shortly following her death, Jacopo held a private funeral for Maria. Then he commenced a search for the white-haired girl, but he did not do so alone. He hired others to help and did everything in his power to find her, tirelessly searching for many, many years. However, he was never able to locate her, and he spent the remainder of his life alone. Money, power, Rion, servants. The world around him was always quite lively, but solitude was his only companion. He waited and he waited and he waited for the white-haired girl to return. The years crawled by with no family and loved ones at his sides to care for him in old age, and he died alone.
I assume that maybe the white-haired girl probably died too.
Yeah, either she died too, or how she always kind of just reappears somewhere else. It might be like something to do with the house.
Well, yeah, that's certainly one thing, but I think her health and this time maybe combined with her madness, or how would you even describe it?
Yeah.
She probably got lost. I don't know exactly where the mansion was, but I assume it's probably somewhere in a wild area
Yeah.
of 1870,
1869.
yeah. So maybe it was, I don't know, maybe she wandered into the forest and got eaten by wolves at that point. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. She also could have gotten killed by someone on the streets. Who knows? The door before you slowly drew shut. You could no longer hear the rapacious sounds of men from within the den. The faint scent of cigarette smoke, however, lingered in the air. Staring vaguely at the closed door, you noticed something was amiss. The maid who had been holding your hand was no longer at your side. You glanced around, but she was nowhere in sight. Down the corridor stretched only darkness. Not having anticipated this, you were unsure how to react. Okay. What's the matter? You lost, or are you just trying to take in the sights? A voice called out to you, but it was not the maid's voice. Caught off guard, you spun around, confused in the search of the source. Where are you looking? I'm over here. Yeah, there you go. A little more to the left. Following the voice's instructions, you found yourself facing a wall. You look like you've just seen a ghost. Hey now, come on, don't turn away. Yep, you got it. I'm the one talking to you. The voice was coming from within the painting. When you had passed by the wall on your way to the third door, a magnificent landscape painting had been hanging here. But now, the canvas was a deep shade of black, as if it had been dipped into a vat of ink. Been a while since I talked to anyone. Oh, that's this man in the painting.
Huh. Been a while since I've talked to anyone, so tell me. You can hear me alright, can't you? Splendid. Been so long since I've had a conversation, I was afraid I might have forgotten how to talk. Oh, the ad bot, okay. So tell me, who might you be? You don't know? Well, isn't that quite a pickle? Then how about we have a little chat, eh? You got yourself turned around and aren't sure where to go, eh? Well, I'll be happy to tell you anything I can, just ask away. The painting sounded rather high-spirited. Oh, I think that's you, actually.
Okay. Perhaps he was simply excited to have the opportunity to speak with someone. So you decided you would ask the painting a few questions.
Who are you?
Okay, we can pick.
Me? Well, as you can see, I'm a painting. Why did I end up as a painting? Hard to say. Maybe I was reborn as a painting because I used to really like art. Though there are things I painted that I wish I hadn't. Maybe that regrets what turned me into this. Hopefully I get the chance to apologize to him about that. Anywho, no point in getting into any more detail than that. Wouldn't mean anything to you, so enough about me. Alright, you don't know anything about yourself. A shame that. Alright then, a favor for you, since you can't tell me about yourself. If you run into him, could you tell him I really regret what I did? I know I should tell him myself, but well, as you can see, I'm stuck here, can't move an inch, so I've got to ask for help. I feel absolutely terrible about painting that picture. I know, yeah, the deadline's way past on that one, but that's what makes it regret, yeah? Because you can't take it back. You know, there was, in the first chapter, the painter, who was...
Oh, the father of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I had realized...
Maybe it's him?
Yeah, I think, the father of the white-haired girl. By the time I had realized, it was too late. He was already dead. He's long since passed away. Huh? How are you supposed to give a dead fellow a message? Well, for all you know, the dead could be wandering these halls too. So please, if you come across him, tell him I said that. That I didn't mean any harm with that painting. Or maybe Maybe you are him.
This is a different painting.
Oh, so we can we save just in case? Or you can't save in this? Oh,
Yes.
just in case. I was about to ask before, but it kind of slipped my mind. So just below Memento.
Yeah.
I got big booba characters on Nikki. Oh boy. Oh boy, Ellie. Oh yeah.
What would you like to ask next?
Let's go in order. Who am I? Look, I only picked big booba characters. Oh boy, oh boy. Just cause you don't know who you are doesn't mean you can go around asking other people. I'm not a person, you say? Well, no, you're right, but when they say wishlist character, I had to. Oh boy, oh boy. Ellie, Ellie. Can you send it in the DMs? And, well, there's always the NSFW channel for girls who got gifted too much. I'm not gonna know anything about you that you can't tell me yourself. I mean, from where I'm standing, you look almost like a walking cloud of a shadow. I can't even tell you what you look like. The maid who was with you before, did she call you master? I see, but the question is, which era's master are you? How many doors have you been through? 3 doors, eh? And of those, did any of them bring anything back? Ah, well, it's not an easy thing recovering yourself. Or maybe you weren't behind any of those 3 doors. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Okay, once I finish this question, then I'll look at them. Okay, Ellie. That was where your that's gotta be it. That was your first time witnessing those tragedies. Yours is another door. So tell me, how do you feel looking behind those doors? Was it frightening, saddening, heart-wrenching? Well, let me tell you something. You're able to bear them because they weren't your tragedies. If the next door you open is yours, will you be able to bear it? Will you be able to accept your own tragedy? It's one thing seeing others suffering, but your own. If you have to face emotions you wanted to keep buried, secrets you wanted to keep hidden away, and pain you wanted to forget, do you think you'll be able to accept them as your own? If you can't, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't accuse you of running if you chose not to reclaim your old self. Nothing wrong with erasing your memory of something if it was so bad you didn't want to face it in the first place. Let it be rewritten as someone else's story. That'll make it a whole lot easier on you. 'Cause you never know, the most unfortunate tale of all may well be your own. Or perhaps that goes for everything about you. You don't know till you see it. Well, that's true enough. But once you do, there might not be any turning back. Or do you mean to reclaim your old self no matter the cost? If you do, if you're sincerely prepared to do that. Then be wary of the tale that comes next. Any tragedy that seems too beautiful to be real is precisely that. A fabrication. If it turns out you're someone from behind the next door, then perhaps you're my...
Okay, go ahead and check your DM.
Well, yeah, those are some very gifted girls. Yep. She keeps sending to me. May God have mercy on my soul once my girlfriend sees these.
Your girlfriend's got us a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah. Well, she already knows that Ellie likes to send me some weird stuff. Okay, what is this place? Oof, talk about some hard-hitting questions. I'm probably not the one who will be able to answer that for you. I don't have a very deep connection to this mansion, you see. I swear it, I got nothing to gain from lying, do I? It's my regrets that have turned me into this. I wasn't summoned here by no one. That said, there is one thing I can tell you. This place summons people. People who have ties to something that happened long, long ago. Well, we know about the white-haired girl and the maid, the head maid. People who have ties to something that happened long, long ago. No one knows anything even happened. I didn't know either, till she told me. Though I haven't the foggiest how much of it is true or not. Are you here because you were summoned by her? Or did you come here of your own free will to find someone? If you came here of your own volition and you weren't summoned by her, then mayhaps you'll be the one who can break the curse, maybe? Who is the maid?
Maybe.
Might as well ask her that directly. But she won't say it. She won't say it till you've regained your old self. I see. Well, in that case, if you want to know, you know what you gotta do. It's entirely up to you whether you make an ally or an enemy out of her. There's no guaranteeing she's even right in the head. You never know. Maybe you're not the only one who hasn't found themselves. Oh boy, oh boy. Haven't talked that much in a long time. Feels great. And now that I've got that out of my system, I should be able to get some good sleep. You're probably still wandering in the dark right now, but I really hope you find the outcome you want. And I mean that. You can either reclaim your old self, or you can toss it aside. The choice is yours either way. Now, since it looks like your escort is showing up, what do you plan to do next? How about taking a look around the place, since you've got a little free time? Could be you come across some things you wouldn't with her around. Alright, if you're gonna go exploring, I've got the perfect thing. Stick your hand into the canvas, would ya?
Because that's always gone well for people.
Well, let's see. Oh, I thought that you were about to.
Yeah, sorry. The painting was still wrapped in impenetrable darkness, a perfect all-consuming void. The man told you to put your hand into it. You...
Oh, reached into the frame. Well, let's go for it.
You extended your hand for the painting. The moment your fingertips brushed against the darkness, it swallowed your entire hand up to the wrist.
No, not there. That tickles. A little to the right.
As the man in the painting had instructed, you groped around inside of the darkness.
Oh boy.
Before long, you felt something hard at your fingertips.
Oh boy.
Clenching the object, you withdrew your hand.
Oh boy.
Your arm was still intact. You spread your fingers, and there you found a key.
Oh boy. Oh
boy. One chapter where the girl just suddenly stripped. I'm like, oh, hang on.
Wait, I don't remember. What?
So during the Bestia chapter, the white-haired girl just started stripping, and he's like,
"What are you doing?"
Oh,
yeah. I remember that. Yeah, now, yeah. Basically, that was in chapter 2, I think, right?
Yes, chapter 2.
The one with Spain.
Plinko, it didn't get spicy.
I mean,
it was like he looked at like the Venus, like when you look at a naked statue, kind of.
Yeah. To be fair, it got spicy in a different way. Lots and lots of blood.
Yeah.
Kind of scared Ellie away from the chapter, unfortunately.
The story is a tragedy.
Yeah. To be fair, the amount of blood in this chapter was very minimal compared to the previous one.
That one? Yeah.
Yeah. That tickled. Oh, you don't even know the half of it, Pinko, with all that sword fight. Let's just say that samurais and...
cannibalism?
I don't even know if cannibalism really part... He
would eat the people who came.
Really? I thought that it was just a way to... I thought that he would just get rid of the body somehow. Was it really cannibalism? I'm not sure.
In the very beginning, when it was just him and the maid, he would eat people. But then once the girl came, he kind of stopped eating people.
I guess so. That's why maybe I don't remember it correctly.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've been at that chapter.
That tickled. With that key, you can access the master bedroom. A while back, she tossed it into me. The damned litter bug. So yeah, it ain't mine. Don't worry about giving it back. However, I bet there's something worth seeing in there if she felt the need to toss that key. Alright, well, I'm gonna get some sleep. You take care. If you happen to learn my name, come pay another visit. Should the fancy strike you. Having said... Oh,
Having said that... Oh.
sorry.
Having said that, the painting fell quiet. In your hand lay a small key. It seemed rather antiquated and vaguely familiar. Silence once again drew over the corridor. You stood there all alone, no sign of the maid. After considering it for a few moments, you decided to explore the mansion on your own.
Oh my.
Oh god.
Well, there are a lot of, Well, there is, Hello, Pat Neko.
So...
Let's save here and see if we can go for all of them. Worst case scenario,
Okay.
if we are limited to one, we can just come back and, you know, just save scum a bit.
Yeah.
So let's go for
Which one would you like to go to first?
Well, let's go up towards down. Yes. Let's,
Okay, up to down.
It's the girl in the cave, Nadia. Let's give.
Hello, Pat Neko.
Yep. Every Sunday, me and especially not in Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. It's basically every Sunday, me and Nadia go through this visual novel. It's quite long, but it's turning out to be quite a tradition at this point, and I enjoy it.
Yeah. Me
I
too.
think we started in January or something like that.
Yeah.
This particular
January.
one. And we tried a larger project earlier, but there were too many people who we couldn't get to schedule together. Maybe we'll return to it, just the two of us.
I was thinking of like, what if just more like a YouTube thing? So instead of doing it live, just record the parts and then I can send it to people and they can record the voice lines. That might be easier since it's different schedules.
I mean, maybe, but I do enjoy having it live and having our reaction.
Yeah.
The snickering and all the all the shenanigans happening in real life. That was very funny. It was kind of like the Ghost Stories dub, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was.
For better or for worse. Oh, that truly sparked an interest in me to continue with the visual novels. It was so fun. And
You made your...
I was about to say that during the first chapter we kind of didn't take this novel seriously at first either. So
Yeah.
when
Then it turned into a tragedy.
Yeah.
It feels inappropriate at that point.
yeah. Oh boy.
We'll have to find a more lighthearted novel to do.
Well, Ashley did provide us with 3 visual novels we can try. They're a bit more anime-esque slice of life. So maybe we can try that for a little while.
I did try one recently called Mystery Murder Cases. It was interesting. The mechanic was very interesting where it's kind of a little bit out of order and you had to like piece it together. But the ending, boy, was it unsatisfying.
Oh boy.
And then, because it's like, oh, a locked room murder mystery. Then it's like, oh, is it this person? Is it this person? Is it this person? They're like, no, it was just a lover suicide. I'm like, what?
Oh boy.
And then it's like, oh, wait, there's a true ending. Turns out, no, it's still a lover suicide, just a little different. It's just like, well, fuck.
Yeah. What can you do?
But it was an interesting mechanics for it, because you had to, like, guess who said what. It had you follow keywords and stuff, so...
Yeah.
Definitely worth giving it a go.
Yeah, that's That's the worst part of playing a good game and then letting it.
Yeah.
You get to be let down by the story at the very end.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue, I
Y-
guess.
You made your way to the mansion's entrance. There was no one around, nor any source of light. Groping through the darkness, you found the front door, which was sealed shut with a heavy bar. You pressed against the bar, but it remained firmly in place. The door did not budge either. It seemed you could not. Blah, blah. It seemed you could not leave the mansion.
Burn the
Burn
witch.
the witch.
Crucify the impure.
When you made a step, when you made to step away from the entrance, you heard a muffled voice. You looked around, but you were unable to determine the source of that voice. Nor could you be sure who you had heard either. Giving up on finding anything at the entrance, you decided to head somewhere else.
Okay,
To the fireplace.
pretty much. Yep.
You made your way to the room with the fireplace. What remained of the fire crackled weakly, leaving the room in a veil of darkness. You remembered that you had awoken here. Out of sheer curiosity, you sat down in the rocking chair you had slept in. Creak, creak, creak.
Oh,
It was as soothing as a cradle to a baby, and in short order, you found your consciousness drifting from your grasp.
well, at least they're short. Oh,
Yeah.
I think this is the maid.
Reading a story by the fireplace like this almost makes it feel like we're in another world, doesn't it, Master? I bet that's why troubadours perform at pubs, so they can be near the fire. Oh, you're such a cynic. But that's okay. Say, do you remember when I first arrived here? When I was cleaning the library? Your eyes slowly slid open. Fragments of a pleasant dream lingered in the back of your mind. The crackling of a fire, the taste of warm wine. However, there was nothing pleasant about your fireplace sitting before you. No warm, crackling flames. In fact, the brisk air of the room overpowered the remnants of embers left. A chill ran down your spine. Afraid you might freeze stiff if you stayed there much longer, you resumed your exploration of the mansion.
Go to the den.
To the end.
What den, I wonder? Is it the beast's den?
Oh.
No, it's actually the one we came back
This is the
from.
ballroom.
The billiard room, yeah.
The scent of cigarette smoke lingered in the den. However, the room was silent. Not even the echoes of the men chattering remained. Something was moving. Billiard balls. There was no one present to strike the balls. They rolled spontaneously around the table. The paths they traced across the surface were rough and erratic, contrasting to what the former master had held the cue. The spears collided accurately with one another, not a single one coming close to the pockets. As an experiment, you pulled a ball off the table. In response, the path of balls became even clumsier. Having lost one of their targets, they began bouncing aimlessly off the cushioned walls of the table. As you stared intently at the tables, a man's voice rang out from somewhere in the room.
I wonder what the voice is going to be.
Ah,
Okay. Do we have any text?
it looks like Jacopo's silhouette.
Alright.
It has that curly hair. Spinning around, you saw a silhouette of a man. However, you could not make out what the man was saying. The man thrust his finger at the table. He appeared to want you to return the ball. He reluctantly placed the billiard ball back on the table. When you did, the balls resumed endlessly colliding with one another, never landing in any of the pockets. You looked up to find the shadow gone. Having determined that the maid was not going to appear in the den, you exited the room, making your way back into the corridor.
Oh, hello, monkey boy.
We got a rice fact.
The cultivated rice plant is an annual grass and grows to about 1.2 meters in height. The leaves are long and flattened and are borne on hollow stems. The fibrous root system is often broad and spreading. The panicle, or inflorescence, is made up of spikelets bearing flowers that produce the grain. Varieties differ greatly in the length, shape, and weight of the panicle and overall productivity of a given plant. Okay, go outside.
Maybe this will be the flaxen hair children?
Although there was a rose garden even in this previous chapter.
Yeah. Though he burned it down or tore it down.
Yeah.
Look, your head is covered in roses.
Oh, you got petals on the book.
Oh, so these are the first lines from the first chapter.
Yeah. This isn't mine. I can't afford to.
Though you could hear the sound of children laughing, you could not see them. Regardless, their cheerful voices warmed your heart. You decided to linger there in the garden for some time. Along with the children's laugh wafted a sweet fragrance. The wind blew, whisking flower petals into the air. It was an enchanting sight. It's loading. But after a while, the roses began to wilt. You could no longer hear the children's voices either. A young man stood alone in the withered rose garden. As you drew nearer, you called out to the youth. But the young man did not appear to notice you. He merely stood there vacantly across the garden. The youth muttered something in a lifeless voice.
This isn't what I wanted. I just wanted a normal, peaceful life. I can't bear being alone. I can't take this. Someone, get me out of here. Oh God. Tell me that I'm not the bad one here. There's the flaxen hair boy. You tried. Oh.
You tried to call out to the young man several times, but he did not seem to hear you. He simply continued muttering to himself. Before long, the youth's shadow faded into nothing. Unable to bear the chilly air any longer, you stepped back into the mansion.
Downstairs into the cellar, I assume that's the bestia.
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
When you descended into the cellar, you heard beast-like snarling. Along with it came a sour odor and the sound of ripping flesh. You cannot see the beast, but that did not make you any less unpleasant. You made a retreat from the cellar. But before you could, a shadowy creature lunged at you. You reflectively squeezed your eyes shut. After several moments, you open your eyes again to find a silhouette of a man standing in place of a beast. You and the shadow stared at one another for some time. You asked the shadow a question, and the shadow responded.
Yep.
However, you had no idea what it said. God, I hope you don't hear that noise again.
Yeah. I think Ellie might
shadows-
have some PTSD from that part.
Yeah. The shadow seemed to be trying to communicate something to you, but trying to make sense of something you cannot understand was pointless. Having no reason to remain in the cellar any longer, you made your way back upstairs. To the library.
I assume this is where we came from, I think, initially? Not sure.
The smell of dusty books filled the air of the library. You approached the shelf to examine one of the books. and suddenly an avalanche of them came falling to the floor. You stared blankly at the mountain of books. They had fallen down on their own, but they showed no signs of putting themselves away. Since no one else was there to do it, you began placing the books back on the shelf. 1, 2, 3, a dozen. And as soon as you had gotten them all back up, they came crashing back down again. You wished very much to implore of the maid's assistance, but she did not appear to be in the area. Pretending you had not seen anything, you made your way back to the hallway. Go see your stained glass window. Oh, this is the chapel area.
Mm-hmm.
You approached the stained glass window. An array of pews was arranged facing the stained glass. There seems to be an air of tranquility about the room. You sat down in one of the pews and stared quietly forward some time. For a moment you felt like you were on the verge of recalling something, but ultimately the memory never managed to surface. The maid did not appear to be there. Where could she have gone? You decided to resume exploring the mansion.
Well, there's only one part left. The master bedroom.
And to call for the maid.
Yeah, but I think calling for the maid will skip Also,
Just in case. Because we have the key to master bedroom, but I don't know if that will trigger the next chapter.
I would assume that calling for the maid will also trigger it. Let's go for the
Let's just go in
bedroom.
order.
Yeah, let's go for the bedroom.
1 second. You inserted the key you had been given into the door's keyhole. And with a twist, the door opened. The master bedroom was shrouded in darkness, much like every other room in this mansion. It had evidently have been left unused for some time. The air in the room was stale and forlorn.
Master.
Master?
Yeah.
A voice seemed to ring out from somewhere. Come on, get up. Up with you. Master! See? What did I tell you? It's so much nicer in here with a little light. Without warning, your whole world took on bright, vivid colors. Light streamed through the window, illuminating a well-lived bedroom. A woman's silhouette stood before you. Wait a sec. Don't you hide under your bedspread again. Get out there. Oh, but Master, you agreed I could open the windows. Don't worry, I've put the curtains up. If it's too bright, you can draw them. Morning takes the best parts of being outside and squeezes them all into the same few hours. You don't have to go outside in the sunlight for it either. You just listen to all the wonderful sounds.
You know.
The joyous songs of birds.
The white-haired woman was particularly sensitive to light, so
Yeah.
maybe I wonder in
Maybe.
this chapter she will be the master or mistress.
Oh, maybe. The joyous songs of the birds, the swaying of the trees, the rustling of leaves. You tried to call out to the silhouette, but did not respond. Reaching out for her, your hands simply passed through her body. It did not seem to be you that she was speaking to. Perhaps you were looking at a scene from some other period of time? Am I being pushy as I feel right now? I completely misjudged you. You're the exact opposite of what I thought you were. Let's see. I thought you were cold and cruel, heartless and incomprehensible, but I'm beginning to get a better idea. You try putting on airs, but you're really rather childish. You have a short temper, but can be surprisingly playful. What else? You have pretty You have a pretty difficult personality, too. Now, hear me out. That's not everything. You gave me a chance to talk and you listened intently. You can be kind of nice, too. We agreed that we would live together, not just the same house, so we've got plenty of time to add more to the list. And I hope you can make your own list about me, too. This is just the beginning, after all. We've got a long time ahead of us. Plenty enough to get to each other, no? Let's not waste any time, then. What do you say we do something today that we haven't been able to do before? Where should we begin? Oh, I know. We can get this place cleaned up. Now that there's some actual light in here, we can see all sorts of things we'd probably rather not. Like dust. All over the place. When the woman's shadow faded away, the master bedroom transformed back into its old dreary state. Master, can you say my name? You are unsure how to describe the urge welling up within your breast. You could not say her name. You stood unmoving in the master bedroom for some time, but did not appear anything else was going to happen, so you decided to head somewhere else.
And then go see the stained glass.
We can go back.
Yeah.
You returned to the room with the stained glass window. You had searched out the mansion but had no luck finding the maid. You felt somewhat tired, though you were not quite sure whether it was physical exhaustion or otherwise. You had little interest in doing any more moving about. Taking a seat in one of the pews, you gazed upon the stained glass. Staring sullenly down back at you was an archangel said to weigh the souls of the deceased. Perhaps he was trying to weigh your soul. Now we call for the maid. Master. Master. Oh, there you are, Master. You gave me quite the scare. After returning from the 3rd floor, you disappeared without a word. Oh my, it was I who disappeared. That's quite strange. I did not go anywhere as far as I'm aware. Nonetheless, I'm glad to have found you. I would have been at a complete loss for what to do if I'd been separated from you yet again.
There is something
I did
like
indeed
to mention. It feels like she gets less and less screen time throughout the chapters, like she's slowly disappearing.
That's very true.
Okay, continue.
I did indeed say that when you first arrived, I've been waiting for your return for a very long time. For centuries, as a matter of fact. That would make me a ghost, then you say? I'm very much not a ghost. Would I not be able to hold your hand if I were? Saying this, the maid took your hand. It was cold enough to send a shudder down your spine and completely devoid of life. Though as chilling as it may have been, you still took comfort in the feeling of her hand in yours. The maid looked down at you with gentle eyes. After a few moments of silence, she sat down beside you. The stained glass is quite beautiful, is it not? Every time I see it, it brings tranquility to my heart. A dreadful, deep-rooted curse afflicts this mansion. However, this room is the one exception. Can you feel the purity that hangs in the air, Master? Yes, what is it, Master? You're correct. The stained glass window has been shattered and was not present in the time period of the previous tale. I wonder, perhaps because the mansion we're presently in resides in the realm separate from the real world? We are in a world constructed from a myriad of memories and histories. I'm sure when you regain your old self, Master, the mansion too shall be restored to its original state. So do try to remember, alright? Oh yes. Where did you go in my absence, Master? I see. So you explored the mansion then. Did you find anything noteworthy? Memories? I'm not quite sure what you mean. How peculiar. As a servant of this house, I pride myself in being aware of most everything present within these walls. I wonder whose memories they could be. The key to the master bedroom. Why did I throw away the key? I beg your pardon? You saying a painting told you? You could see perplexity on the maid's face. You'd never seen her make such an expression before. I know nothing of any key. Oh, Master, you should not tell jokes meant to cause others discomfort. But a talking painting, you say? You seem to have rather vivid imagination. Maybe you can tell the next tale, Master. I'm only teasing. Now that was a nice break. Shall we get moving? The tale I'm about to tell you is... the tale I'm about to show you is the last of the mansion's memories.
Already?
I'm certain you'll I'm certain you'll remember yourself after seeing it. To our feet. The final door's not far. And please, do not let go of my hand. Holding your hand, the maid led you to a far end of the room. Crossing beneath the stained glass window, a metal door came into view. Our destination lies at the top of these stairs. There we'll find one last door. She pushed open at the metal door, revealing a long spiraling staircase.
Quite medieval.
So once we start the next chapter, we should probably end so that way Ashley can join at the beginning.
We need to see which time works for her.
Yeah. It will be a bit of a walk, so let us be on our way. And please, do watch your step. This is called an observation tower. Normally, towers such as this were built in castles or churches, so it's rather strange for there to be one in the mansion. The last door I wish to show you, Master, resides at the top of this tower. Rectangular windows were carved out of stone in several locations along the spiral staircase. You attempted to peer out of the windows, but all you could see was a thick layer of fog. Perhaps the maid's suggestion that the mansion did not presently reside in reality was in fact correct. With each step forward, you found yourself gripped by an indescribable sense of anxiety. The feeling somewhat resembled irritation or annoyance. Sensing this, the maid tightly gripped your hand. There's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. It's all in the past, no matter what may happen, as long as you do not let go of my hand. You'll have nothing to fear. You and the maid continue climbing up the stairs, up and up, around and around, marching ever nearer to the supposed final door. High up in the tower, as the light from below drew distant, a rotten wood door came into view. Patches of what appeared to be blood stained the surface, and holes had been bored into with sharp objects of some sort. You heard screams from far below, where no one should have been. Kill the witch, kill the witch, kill the witch. Burn her, burn her, burn her. You were struck with fear the next moment. The maid opened the door. And then you slowly descended into darkness.
And I think this is the place where we can end it, I suppose.
Yep. 1099. Let me just get the... There we go. There.
Down there.
Yeah.
No data, yeah.
It won't let me click
Maybe
it.
that's because in the autosave, go into the other save slots.
Yeah.
Maybe the other ones. Maybe this one
Yeah.
page is filled.
Because it stuck us here. So I think our last one was here, and this was the most recent. So
Yeah, go to the next one.
slot 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, over there. That should be good.
Okay.
Misty Manor. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very
Okay.
much, and
Thank you.
let's see what will happen next time. In the meantime, let's end it and see. Oh my, you're already gone?
Oh, I just turned off the game. That's all.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, I thought when you said end it, you meant to end the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. I'm just I just heard and I just heard the sound and I thought, oh, you already went away. Da, 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 da. Well,
Well, I have a friend I can read into.
okay, I have one too. If you
Unless
don't,
up to you.
do you want to do separate raids?
Yeah, we can do separate rates.
Okay. Well, good night. Or yeah.
Good night, Ross.
See you,
Thanks for playing.
and see you next Sunday. Hopefully, Ashley can join us then.
Yes. Just let me know.
I'll probably bring both of you, both all three of us into a group. Just that,
Chat.
yeah, something like that, so we can see which time works for us.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I'm raiding out. Good night.